What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Mazapan Futbolero. And today we're going to be talking about the convocatoria that Vasco Aguirre just announced just now. And we're going to go over the roster and just give it our own preference on this roster for these upcoming matches against Portugal and Belgium. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment down below what you think of the video, and comment down who do you want on the team, who do you want to be out of the team. Subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you won't miss a thing. So in goal, we have Carlos Acevedo, Raúl Talarangel, and Guillermo Ochoa. Guillermo Ochoa is back, baby. And I don't know, it just brings me a tear of joy that Memo Ochoa is back with La Selección. Just the guy we need him. And honestly, I think these should be our three goalkeepers. I know there's been a lot of shouts for like a lot of Mexican goalkeepers in Liga MX, like Cruz Azul's Andres Gudiño. Honestly, in my opinion, Toluca's goalkeeper, Luis Garcia. San Luis's goalkeeper, Andres Sanchez. Like these other goalkeepers, and you can even include Bilbao's goalkeeper, Alex Padilla. He's not really getting enough minutes in La Liga. But as much as I want to say the goalkeepers, I think it's perfect. I think that should be our three goalkeepers. The question is, who is he going to start? Who is Vasco Aguirre's ideal goalkeeper? In his eyes, is Talarangel. And I know I'm going to piss off a bunch of Chivas fans, but this guy's not good. He's not good. In terms of Chivas, I mean, sure, he's doing good because Chivas are doing this and that. They're doing good in the league. But I feel like even if they win those games, I feel like he's like having some howler moments, like that error against Querétaro in one of the first stages of the Liga MX, and then obviously the mistake against Atlas that led to that goal, and the Selección. I mean, he hasn't had any good performance, and those good performance that he gets a clean sheet, it's because the teams that we faced don't attack us. We faced Iceland's B team that didn't threat only like once or twice. And then Bolivia did kind of like attacked here and there like once or twice, but then that was it. And then Panama, they didn't do nothing. As simple as that. Like none of the shots come right at him. And when they do, they're like right at his face. And he folds. He straight up folds. So I don't want Talarangel to be the number one. Give me Ochoa. Give me Memo Ochoa to start. One last dance. This has to be his last dance. And now realizing it, I think we're kind of screwed in the goalkeeper position, because once this dude retires, who do we look up to? Who will be the next Ochoa? And that's another video for another day. My rating of the goalkeeping positions, I'll give it a solid B+. It's not bad. I'm gonna move on with defenders. We have Jorge Sanchez, Richie Ledesma. Okay. Cesar Montes, which is kind of surprising because he's one of the injury list crisis. We have Israel Reyes, Johan Vazquez, Everardo Lopez, which is a good shout, Jesus Gallardo, and Jesus Angulo, which is quite questionable, but it's quite reasonable. Right backs, Jorge Sanchez and Richie Ledesma. It's a good call for Richie Ledesma. He's been doing good for Chivas, putting solid numbers for Chivas, and he was absolutely fantastic in that Iceland game. I wouldn't mind getting this guy in the national team for the World Cup roster. He's doing really good for Chivas, as much as I want to say. Jorge Sanchez, on the other hand, I haven't been paying attention to this guy because, I mean, he's a terrible footballer. He plays in PAOK in Greece. I mean, what is that? I don't even know. I don't know. I got to see some highlights of this guy, because whatever he's doing over there in Greece, I would say like it's a red flag, I guess, for us Mexico fans to see that Vasco Aguirre is like, oh look, he's playing in Europe. I might as well just call him up. No. My starting right back, I would put Richie Ledesma over Jorge Sanchez. But is he gonna start him? I don't know. I feel like he's gonna start Jorge Sanchez against Portugal, and whoever's on the right wing or left wing, somewhere, is gonna cook the living hell out of Jorge Sanchez. And then he's going to have another press conference or another interview saying like, oh yeah, I had a good game, just like against Colombia, which is diabolical and delusional of him. Another good shout is Everardo Lopez from Toluca. He did kind of had a shaky moment against Iceland. 2 shaky moments that could have led him to a goal. I even predicted it in my TikTok video, which you should check out. he's doing really good for Toluca. And if he keeps this level up with Toluca, I feel like he could maybe make it in the final roster for the World Cup. Will he start? Maybe not. As long as he's in the roster, that's a good thing because he's only like what 21, 22 years old. He's really young, so I wouldn't mind having Everardo Lopez on the roster. I mean, and the inclusion of Cesar Montes and Johan Vasquez. I mean, the dynamic duo. You cannot forget about the dynamic duo of those two. It's really weird because Cesar Montes was like he just got injured a couple days ago or weeks ago before this roster was released. Left backs is kind of like my weakest point because you call up Jesus Gallardo. Sure, he's your experienced left back. He's doing it for Toluca, whatever. He did have a freaking masterclass against Iceland. Set up the Hormiga assist to Ledesma's first goal, and then assisted Hormiga's second goal, and then scores a third goal. Like, this dude turned into freaking Roberto Carlos, which is kind of concerning because it's Iceland. Come on. Sure, I guess I'm going to concede the fact that Jesus Gallardo is going to be in another World Cup, sadly, but this has to be the last dance of Jesus Gallardo. I don't care if he provides 20 plus assists combined of Apertura and Clausura season before the next World Cup. I don't care. This guy needs to go. But he's in the team, and that's it. That's all I'm going to say. Jesus Angulo, on the other hand, it's quite reasonable because Mateo Chavez is injured. It's not like a major injury. Hopefully he gets back quicker. But it makes sense that Jesus Angulo is being called up. I would have preferred just have Jesus Gallardo as the only left back. It's kind of whatever. I mean, if Jesus Angulo gets, if he gets in that final roster, I'm actually done with the national team, or even starts. Defenders, I'm gonna give it a B minus. Midfielders, Eddie Clira, Denzel Garcia, Charlie Rodriguez, Orbelin Pineda, Obed Vargas, Alvaro Fidalgo, Eric Sanchez, and Brian Gutierrez. This could have been a solid A, but because of 3 players that are in this roster, I'm going to have to downgrade it to like maybe a C+. Obed Vargas, sure, he's not getting enough minutes for Atletico. He just got his first La Liga start, I think this past weekend. And he was pretty solid. Didn't do much, but it's a European player, and I'm really happy with it. The biggest one is Alvaro Fidalgo being in the Mexican national team. This is a weird one. This is a really, I think it's controversial, but I really don't think it's controversial. But having a Spanish Mexican midfielder in this team, what else do you need? I mean, that kind of like tells me like, are we afraid to give a young player experience? And I don't know, because we have multiple injury crises in the midfield. We don't have Edson Alvarez in this call up. He's still recovering from that injury. Marcelo Ruiz is completely out. He is done with the national team, sadly. And that's it. And that's like our 2 main key pieces in that midfield. And also, Luis Chavez is also... I haven't even heard anything from Luis Chavez. He did recover from his injury, but I don't think he's like fully 100% fit to be back in the national team. I guess it's like a panic situation. Like, oh, look, Fidalgo's Mexican. He just became a Mexican citizen. Why not? Why not try him out? And I swear to God, if he picks Charlie Rodriguez, Orbelin Pineda ahead of Fidalgo, or even like the top class players, that's like a really insulting to me. That's like a slap in the face to me because Fidalgo, since he arrived to Betis, he's absolutely doing solid. Like him, Obed, Denzel Garcia, and you can throw in Brian Gutierrez as well and Eddie Clira. Those 5 midfielders, they're just balling out, whether it's in Europe or here or in Liga MX. Brian Gutierrez, on the other hand, is just on that same level, with all the Chivas players. They're doing good. There's a reason why Chivas is going to carry us to the World Cup. May give it a C. Did I say C minus? You know what? I'm going to just give it a solid C. Just a C. And now, the forwards. We have Roberto Piojo Alvarado, Julián Quiñones, Alexis Vega, Germán Berterame, Guillermo Memote Martinez, Raúl Jiménez, and Armando El Hormiga González. I'm going to give that, right off the bat, I'm going to give that maybe a B. I don't really know. I think we'll go player by player. Piojo Alvarado is kind of whatever, I guess. But I just don't like the fact that we're gonna have to play with wingers because our wingers don't really do much. And whenever it's Piojo Alvarado, he's just whatever. He doesn't do much. Vega, on the other hand, he just got back from his injury. Whenever he puts on the Mexico jersey, he like doesn't do much at all. Kind of frustrating when he balls out with Toluca, but when he comes back with the selección, he just doesn't do anything. And it's really impatient. I'm really getting to that point. It's whatever, I guess. He's in the team. They're both on the team, and they're gonna be at the World Cup, unfortunately. Memote Martinez, I don't even know. A filler in player, I guess. I really hope that he doesn't get in the World Cup roster. I mean, Pumas, I don't know how the hell Pumas is doing good in Liga MX. It kind of pisses me off because I really hate Pumas. It's just whatever. Like, I don't even think this guy has double digits goals or assists. So why does he need to be called up? I don't understand. Germán Berterame, don't get me started on Germán Berterame. Dude hasn't even scored a goal in his first 6 games with Miami, which is absolutely crazy. Like, you mean to tell me that this Argentine player who becomes Mexican decides to go to Inter Miami just to chill out with the Argentine buddies, with Rodrigo de Paul and, of course, the man himself, Lionel Messi, just for him to, like, not score a goal in his first 6 games. And I bet Messi's, like, already getting frustrated with the guy. He's like, oh, yeah, this guy, he's pathetic. I don't know why he gets called up for La Selección Mexicana. I don't know. That kind of puts me in panic mode where, like, it's the same thing where a coach... I'm not saying, like, it's Vasco Aguirre's fault to be like, he's not doing good or whatever. I don't even know at this point. It's kind of whatever. Berterame should not be on the team. Raul Jimenez, it's great to see him back. Solid form for Fulham. I think there's a rumor that he might sign a contract extension for Fulham for maybe one more season or maybe 2. I don't know. But hey, I'm glad that he's going to stay in Europe. We really need him to be the main guy. He is the main guy to lead us to this World Cup. He's just, a couple goals away from breaking Chicharito's top goal scorer record. And I really hope he does because this is a striker that I looked up in my entire life. Ever since he made his debut, like in 2012, 2013, that Chilena goal against Panama, like, made me realize, like, this is my favorite player, even though he wasn't the starter for the past 3 World Cups, actually. I'm going to say Raul Jimenez is the main guy. He's going to start. And then the last pick, Armando Gonzalez. I mean, the kid is doing his thing in Liga MX with Chivas. I don't know if he's going to get minutes. I really hope he does get minutes. In fact, I would mind him getting minutes against Belgium. I guess I'll start my starting lineup prediction for these 2 friendlies. In goal, give me Memo Ochoa. I don't want to see Tala Rangel. Defenders, I'm going to go for a 4-3-3. I'm going to have right back Richie Ledesma, Cesar, and Johan Vasquez as my center back duos. And left back Jesus Gallardo, unfortunately. Midfielders, Fidalgo, Brian Gutierrez. I need a CDM. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna give Eddie Glira. Forwards, Raul Jimenez on top, Piojo on the right, and then Vega on the left. Unfortunately, I don't know how that's gonna work out with those 2. My predictions for Mexico Portugal. I'm gonna go for a draw. I'm gonna say 2-2. I hope we don't lose. Who knows how Portugal will line up, but they're just a beast. We'll see. I don't know. They haven't revealed their roster, but whenever they reveal their roster, I might change my prediction to like 4-0, I guess. No, but I'm going to keep it a 2-2 draw. I really hope we can find that competitiveness in our soul. The game against Belgium, I feel like we can win that game. This Belgium team, it's not the same Belgium from like 2014 to like 2020, that golden generation of Belgium. This is a whole different Belgium team. If they call up one of their quote unquote golden generation pieces, like De Bruyne, Lukaku, I feel like we can still give them a good game and that game's gonna be in Chicago. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 win. I feel like we can win that game. A 2-1 win. We might rotate the starting 11, but I'm gonna keep that starting 11 no matter what. Maybe for the World Cup at least. I don't know. Who knows? I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's the end of the video. Let me know your thoughts on my picks on overall this roster. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you won't miss a thing. And I will be going live stream for these two games, hopefully. I've been planning to do this. I'll be doing a live stream on YouTube. So I'll make some clips for these two games on TikTok. So if you want to check my social medias, they'll be in the description down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.